Making something with my hands is very special, and I like the Wearable to enjoy my jewelry as much as I enjoy the making. I have always been a creative person, and when I was growing up, I can remember that my dad always encouraged me in everything I did. Whenever I do things, I always think of my dad, which gives me a lot of strength. When I achieve things, I always think that he's guiding me and being with me all the time. I'm Shirani, and I'm a jewelry designer maker based in Essex. I like to make large-scale contemporary statement pieces that are like wearable art. Inspiration comes from various different ways and forms. I like nature as well as open pattern designs, surface design, and structural forms and shapes. Originally, I'm from Sri Lanka. Some of my inspiration is taken from Sri Lankan architecture and decorative features, and I bring all these elements into my work. The collection is called Light and Shadows, and started off with a window panel from Sri Lanka and how the shadows are cast on the wall. Window panels and grills and gates are common features in the architecture in Sri Lanka. Being a hot country, they have lots of grills and open window panels to bring the air into the houses. So I was really interested in that, and I wanted to bring that into my jewelry. Sometimes I start with a simple sketch. I add all the details, and that gives me an idea of how it will look. And I use these sketches in different ways by adding fine lines to the edge of the design, which will create three-dimension effect as well as give the fine oxidizing details in the pattern. So by adding the lines, it will look more three-dimensional as well as creating a shadow effect. These designs help me to come to a decision of creating the final piece. Sometimes I use the paper design to make a decision on the size as well as different finishes. I like to create structures with paper so that I know what is it going to look like before I start with metal. Looking at the other buildings through my travels, I have taken inspiration from colorful stained glass windows. I add color in forms of oxidizing and gold plating, as well as gemstones and pearls to enhance the designs as well as highlight the details of my work. Some of the pieces are big and sculptural with texture and color to make the design stand out. And at the same time, I do make some smaller pieces, but what I like to do is more sculptural statement pieces that makes you stand out from the crowd.